small.
That was average.
Okay, so it almost touched his knee.
Tank will have me. Fuck.
One,
King
2,
Kong
3
dick.
times. No, I
Let's
don't.
rip your vagina to your butthole, dick.
Yeah, I don't want any more.
That's
Like, so
C-section
anyway,
dick.
so I'm, woo, woo.
Hi guys, welcome back to Naked is Power. I'm Caitlin.
I'm Jackie.
In today's episode, it is
All about
Valentine's Day.
Woo!
Okay, so let's get into it. We wrote some questions down, and we're just gonna go right into it.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it light. Oh Lord, here we go with the questionnaires. Oh, me first?
Yeah, you first.
Okay.
Girl.
What would be the perfect Valentine's date for you? So the perfect Valentine's. I don't know if you guys have seen like the Instagram or Facebook posts with the roses and the money, long stem with the
money
wrapped around it.
Yes.
That's perfect for me.
Give me somebody.
But because, you know, roses are what everybody does, right? So no, give me some roses
Add some money.
with some money wrapped around it.
Okay.
So that would start it. Yeah.
That will put you to the top.
Yeah.
If you were like third on the list, you number one now.
Oh no, you won.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Sure.
You might not even have. There might not even be any 2, 3.
You knocked them off the list.
Knocked them off.
Yeah. So what's the ideal date?
We are going on a romantic cruise,
Oh.
but a day cruise, like a dinner cruise.
Oh, okay.
Like a dinner cruise.
That's nice.
Yeah. More flowers.
More.
Yeah, more flowers.
With money?
And being serenaded
Serenaded.
with
That's a big word.
Balsamic vinegar?
Tomato
That's
paste.
a big word for Elmo.
with a
What's serenaded mean? Like doused?
no, it's like sung to.
Oh.
Or I was gonna say a jazz player playing only for me, like
Oh, like just like
he is serenading me with a saxophone jazz player
Ooh.
at our table.
that is so cute. I love that.
And then, you know, of course, later, you know, we have a
Sexy
couple
time.
little drinks
Sexy
during
time.
And it's sexy time.
Yeah. Private dinner I would like a chef in the kitchen of like maybe Airbnb, because if it's a hotel they don't really have kitchens, but like Airbnb where you have a private chef and he's cooking. You know, I love to eat, so like some good food, some vegan food. If he eats meat, that too. And then like a projector. I love movies. So like a big
Some
projector.
old movie,
Yes, Pretty
flash,
Woman.
or like
I want
flashes
Pretty
of
Woman.
things. Yes, not a whole movie. Maybe not a whole movie.
Oh, that's so cute. Like little flashes.
Little
of movies.
flashes of different
Of like
love
Valentine's.
scenes.
Yes.
Like The Notebook.
Yes, I love
Like,
that.
you know, like little flashes
That's
of like,
actually really cute.
yeah.
And then you have your chef coming in, serving you food. Yes. See, like serve each other chocolates, whatever. Then after the chef leaves, go bye-bye. And we go into the tub. Water. I need water. Like hot tub, bubble baths, roses. I like long stem roses. Never received them before, but they look real pretty online.
With some bubbles in the bath.
Yeah, bubbles
Yes,
in
gotta
the
have
bath.
bubbles.
Music going. I'm talking about... who do I want on the music? Who do I want the tunes to be? I'm talking about Sade.
Woo! Maxwell.
Oh yes, we love Maxwell. Some what's his name? Tank.
Tank.
Oh, some Tank.
Win-win.
Tank will have me. Fuck. Yeah, that's my ideal date.
We can have wine, we can watch a movie, we can get romantic, you know, at home and our normal, but it's Valentine's.
Yeah.
Show me something totally different.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And also I want to show you something totally
Absolutely.
different. So something I've always wanted. Okay, so like we say that's our ideal date, right? But something I've always wanted to gift a guy for Valentine's Day was like lingerie photos, but in Polaroid.
Ah.
Yes,
and kind of throw them all over.
Yes.
Woo!
Like the Polaroids is gonna be lingerie, but like booty and vagina
yes.
and like just for
everything.
him. You
For
know?
him.
Yeah, every teen con teen. What would you give him as a gift for Valentine's Day?
Me.
Nothing.
I'm sorry. Me.
Jackie. Oh, you know what's good? And then we go to the next question. The vibrating panties. The vibrating panties.
Where he can push it when he wants
when
to.
he wants to at dinner, you're like,
Woo! Okay, stop. Please stop. Please stop. No, seriously.
That's
Ooh! Please stop. No, I need to have a conversation with you. Ooh! And every time he's just like pushing. Like,
Oh. The underwear. You're wearing them now. No. Wow.
Oh, are you okay?
Yeah.
let's take that day.
yeah, let's fulfill our fantasies.
That day. I actually got married on Valentine's Day.
Did you really? Oh my God, corny. Did you have that plan?
Sort of, kind of.
Mm.
Yeah. Sort of, kind of. I mean, we didn't have a wedding. This was my first marriage. I've been married twice. So my first marriage, I got married on Valentine's Day.
Wow, Jackie. I didn't know
I
that.
know, right?
I feel like I know everything. I'm like, oh my God, you didn't tell me that one.
Yeah. Shout out to my first husband.
Well, not shout out to my first husband. I only had one Valentine's Day with my ex. Like every other one, I kind of celebrated it with myself.
Mm-hmm.
And it's not that it was bad or anything. Like he got me these cute little heart-shaped roses, like in the box, and then they had like chocolate. It was so sweet. But I think that I and him wasn't at that like maturity level of like I definitely wasn't a woman. I was a girl.
For as far as what Valentine's Day
Like,
kind of really
yes,
meant.
like to me, Valentine's Day, I mean, now obviously I'm single, so Valentine's Day for me is about self-love. But let's say now, me being in a relationship, I would want it to be more intimate, more like sensual. It doesn't have to be sexual, but more sensual. And to be more like, I would definitely be in lingerie and all that. I think I was just so insecure back then that it was like surface level type of like, oh, thank you for my chocolates. We did a hibachi thing. We went home and I don't remember it so clearly. It wasn't remembered.
But you know what? That's not just you though. That's kind of like what it has been over the course of years. And I think we've evolved so much nowadays that it's more than just a box of chocolate.
Yeah.
Or some roses. You know, like, don't just give me a box of chocolate or some roses. Like, make it more meaningful to me.
Yeah.
And being more meaningful would be the sensual and being more like, okay, let's explore some things that we don't explore throughout the year.
And when you undress me, undress my soul. It's my turn. Look at me.
Woo! Oh, that was cute. You look so cute doing it.
Thank you. You can do it too.
Okay, I'm gonna do it.
All right. Go here. Here you go.
And maybe you just put this in slow motion.
I know. Okay, build a man. Like build a bear.
Oh!
Let's build a man. If I could build and build and build. Acres and acres of a man. Tall. Physical first, okay, tall. I love me a tall man. And I'm 5'2", so any man's considered tall to me. But 6 foot and higher is just like,
Ooh. What's the height do for you?
what does the height do?
Yeah,
oh
like
my God. Height just is like, oh my God.
There's something about height that just makes you automatically turn into a little girl and you're like, pick me up, Papi, pick me up.
Because you know some men are like, women always want somebody tall. You know, they always go to the
Just
tall.
masculine
I was just
for me,
curious.
yeah.
So a short man is not masculine to you?
I'm not going to say like he's not masculine or anything.
What about 5'7"? 5'6", 5'7"?
Okay, so for me it's like, if we have a connection, we have a connection. I don't care.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna be drawn first, look-wise, to the man who's a 6 foot rather than the man who's 5'7". I'm probably gonna look past the man who's 5'7".
Yeah, I get it.
But if you come to me with like just a great personality, then I will look past the 5'7". But If I see a man who's 6 foot, best believe I'm just like, ooh, who's that? He's gonna get my attention.
Yeah.
As a man who's 6 foot, that's physical wise. Looks really doesn't really matter to me.
Stop lying.
No, it really doesn't. I mean, I can find
lying.
I swear to God, I swear I'm
She's
not.
lying.
To me,
be vulnerable.
I'm being honest.
No.
A beard is cute, but I don't like if he has a beard. Yeah, obviously I love a beard.
Okay.
But like look wise, to me, being tall is way more important than looks. You can have like a face and be tall, and I'm attracted to you.
Okay.
It's like to me, I swear to God, and obviously like a sexy man is very attractive too. But if you're like, let's say if you're 6 in the face, but you're fucking 6'4", you're a 10 to me. Obviously, personality. Like, yes. And I know that.
That's interesting. And I know I want to go on to the whole Build-A-Bear. I really do. I really, really do. But this is something new right here that you're
really?
disclosing,
You didn't know
right?
this about me?
Well, no. I mean, I know
getting
you
hot.
I know you like the tall men.
I've always liked tall men.
I know that, right? But more so than the way they look, you would prefer a tall man over the way he looks.
Yes.
So what? And besides the fact that he can, because you're only 5'2". It doesn't take much for you can have a man.
Piggyback rides.
Okay, but you can have a man that is 5'7" who can give you piggyback rides.
100%.
Who can pick you up. So that's where I'm like, okay, so
It's about your type is maybe like the way he looks. I
Yeah.
don't care how you look. My type, what I find sexy is a tall man.
Okay.
So even though a 5'7" man could do the same thing as a 6'4",
but the
it's,
height,
it's the height
that
that's
gives
like,
this. Ooh,
oh
okay,
my
okay.
god.
I was just curious.
So yeah,
okay.
like for
I
me,
get it.
For me, you can have like a 4 face. I mean, that's not nice, but like you can be unattractive in society's eyes.
Yeah.
And be 6'4", and I'm like,
yeah. And the only reason I was saying that because we have a lot of viewers, and a lot of men.
Yeah, 90% men are viewers.
Yeah, and we have men from, of course, different age, height, weight.
Yeah, I'm
whatever
sorry
case
for the
may be.
short men. I still think
and that's what I'm saying. I guess it's like because our audience. I know for me when I watch other podcasts, it's a man all men panel. I want to know what they think of us, right? As far as women, what they're attracted to as women, right?
Yeah.
To us women, and so for men. They're listening to us and they're like, okay, so you got a man who's 5'7" listening to us right now. They're wanting to know what it is that attracts you more so to a taller man versus a shorter guy. That's why I was asking.
Specifically
what
my
you desire,
yes.
your type.
But please don't think, okay, you're 5'7", that I'm not gonna give you the time of day.
Right.
No, it's just this might sound mean, but seeing you in that moment won't catch my attention right away. I have to get to know you more.
Gotcha.
We're seeing a man who's 6'4", caught my attention.
I got it.
But that doesn't mean that I'm gonna be like, oh, I like him now.
Just because he's tall.
Just because he's 6'4", but he caught my attention.
Absolutely. Okay.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I agree 100%. I agree. I
man who, let's say, a man who's 5'7" with a banging, beautiful face, beard on point, good eyebrows, blue eyes, to a man who does baby face or whatever the case may be, who's 6'4", I'm going to the 6'4" man. Physically,
that's your preference.
That's my preference.
That's your prerogative, and that's your preference. I get it. For me, the first thing that I see, and I'm just being honest. No, tall and dark.
Okay.
First and foremost. And I am talking like dark.
Yeah, you like darker men.
I like chocolate, man.
I like the whole spectrum.
But I've dated the spectrum, and I like the spectrum. You just
prefer the
chocolate. Not so much. I don't know if it's a preference. I think what is, like you said earlier, if you have this and then you have that, what's your eye drawn to, right?
And your eye's gonna be drawn to the
right, because I can have a tall light skin and I can have a tall dark skin, right? They're both tall. One's light, one's dark. My preference and my eye is going to go and lean more to the darker man. That doesn't mean
that you'll
that I'm not attracted to that light
skin. Same thing with the 5'7".
Yes, that doesn't mean that at all. I just
your eye's gonna go there.
Goes, because my eye is going to go to the dark skin, and I start talking to him, and the intelligence and what he says is not conducive to me. For me,
then you're gonna go.
Then I'm like, okay, well, let me see what this light skinned tall man has to say, and he can come up with me and spitting some good shit, right? And so then I'm like, then I'm attracted to him because I'm attracted to his intelligence.
Yep.
And what he has
It's
to
the
say.
same thing.
Yeah,
I've spoken to a few men who were really tall. There was this one guy, 6'7".
Okay.
6'7", tall, muscular. Oh my God. Fine. I'm talking about, he was 6'7", but his face was a 10 too. So I was like, oh my Jesus Lord.
Ooh, child.
Nothing.
See?
Nothing. I definitely consider myself, like we said, a sapiosexual, like stimulate my mind. Like, if you stimulate my mind, trust and believe you're going to stimulate this immediately. So someone who can just talk but when he talks, he's speaking. Like, there's words that are coming out. Yes, there's substance that's coming out of that mouth. A seasoned man who can talk about it, a man with wisdom.
Okay, we're going to get, I feel like right now that I just want to get a little light.
Okay,
like,
but that was that light? I mean, was that?
That wasn't heavy. No,
okay,
no. I'm talking even more like, because I literally was like, I was distracted a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because I did this.
I was over here like measuring, right? Because we had this conversation. I'm thinking small.
That was average.
And she said this was
That's
average.
average!
And so
That's not
when
small.
I said I didn't want like a big dick, I'm thinking like, so, and it's funny because just now I was sitting here like, okay,
Wait, let me cover it.
because I do measure. Like I like to hold it and I measure, right? So I don't know if you guys can see this, right? And so my mic, I use my fingers, right? And I always have nails on. If my nail to nail, depending on what size my nails are, if my nail to nail can touch, that's
a good size.
That's perfect for me. Perfect. The length of it, when I showed Caitlin this, and she was like, well, that's average.
That's average.
And I'm like, oh, well, I can do average then. So to me, I was thinking that was small.
No, that's
so
not
I'm standing
the
corrected.
question is, what is big then?
When I say big, this is what I'm talking about. He was walking up the stairs to go get us some water, right? And I literally was like, hey, well, stop. I wanted to take a picture, you guys, because I was like, no one's going to believe this. Literally, when he was walking up the stairs, can you, I don't want to show you.
Just show it your arm.
Okay, so, no, seriously.
Okay, so, no, seriously.
You got, maybe not, and of course, not that, okay, so I'm going to say my wrist area, right? As far as the width. But the length of it, okay, was seriously like this. Like this. When he was walking up, it almost touched his knee.
That's not real. That's real.
No, that was real.
That's porn star dick.
That's King 2, Kong 3 times. No, I don't.
That's rip your vagina to your butthole dick.
Yeah, I don't want any more.
That's
so anyway,
dick.
So I'm
sorry.
I can't stand her.
A provider.
Okay.
A man like just financially free, where it's just like, I like to be spoiled, but not only.
What
like,
you want, baby?
Yes. But I like to be spoiled in many different ways. Like through my mind, I want you to spoil me with your words. I want you to like tell me how beautiful I am and express different things that I don't know, right? Teach me. And that's spoiling me with knowledge. But I also want to be spoiled with like coming home and it's like, oh babe, like I know you were saying that it's too cold. We'll go to Hawaii next week, or stuff like that is just so and I want to be able to do that with him as well.
You're building your man, so keep going.
Yeah.
Perfect. No.
A romantic man, like a man who I don't have to say much to, like can just like I say like one little thing and he knows and he remembers the things that I say, pays attention to my words.
Are y'all hearing this?
From the small things to the big things, a man who listens and not listens to speak, but listens to hear you.
To hear you, yeah, and learning like makes you even happier. You know what I mean? And not only that, again, it goes back to what I was saying earlier about if you fulfill certain things, trust me, you're gonna be fulfilled.
Oh yes. Oh my God, if you pour into me, I'll pour into you. It's just you're gonna be a very happy man, a very, very, very happy man.
Tall, dark, funny. I said tall,
has to be funny. What type of humor? Because we all have different type of humors.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep it real simple. I don't want you to be Cheers funny. I want you to be Kevin Hart funny.
Who's Cheers?
she's too young, y'all. It's a sitcom from years ago. It was at a bar, and the show was called Cheers. It's kind of dry to me. It's dry.
I love dry humor.
See,
dark and dry humor. Pete Davidson humor.
No, I want Kevin Hart funny.
Okay.
I want
Kevin Hart's funny.
I want you to look at me, and I'm gonna laugh because I know that look that
belly
you
hurt.
Yeah, that laugh. So tall, dark, funny, provider, a teacher.
I want to cut you off real fast. I heard I don't know if you ever heard of Joey Badass.
Yes.
Okay, and I posted on Instagram. He has said something that was through the roof, the smartest thing a man could possibly fucking say about being a provider. He said a man is supposed to be a provider, but obviously the number one thing when you think about it is providing financially. But he needs to provide guidance. He needs to provide protection.
But that's what I said, a teacher. That's
and I was like, oh, can this man speak from the rooftops? Because it's not about just providing money.
Financially, right.
It's providing the guidance, providing protection, providing safety, providing love, providing as a whole.
Yep. And it's funny that you say that because I mentioned to you today, I had posted on Instagram the other day, and one of my posts, the post said something like, don't talk to me unless you're going to get naked. Right? Naked has different meanings, right? And so if you're not a person who's open and understanding certain things, you're going to read it as, okay, don't talk to me unless you're going to take off your clothes.
Yes, and be like intimate and sexy. That's not what you meant.
That was not it at all. You missed it and it went so far over your head. And that's so frequent. That's what people do. Like, no, like, be vulnerable. Don't talk to me unless you're able to be vulnerable.
And honest and like, don't talk to me unless you're giving me you. Don't give me the false version of you.
No need to talk. But it was just funny to me how I actually got a DM said, and it was like all these eyes, and it was like, Jack, what the fuck? And I said, huh? Like what?
Yeah, confused.
I was confused because I was just like, wow, you're so stuck where you literally take that word naked and you're using it as stripping your clothes off. And it's sad. It's really sad because there's another definition.
But it's okay because that's where they are at. That's where they're at in their life. And eventually, hopefully,
let me look up the word.
What word? Naked?
Because
what does it mean to be naked? When I think naked, I think being vulnerable.
Vulnerable? Yeah.
I wrote a poem, and it was called Warrior Man. And it's about men who are always guarded. And I said, in the end of the poem, I said, you're always wearing your armor. Don't you know you're stronger naked? Don't you know you're stronger naked? What does it mean? Of something such as feelings or behavior undisguised, blatant, the naked truth.
The naked truth, which is vulnerable.
And that's number 2. The first one is of a person of part of the body without clothes. Number 2 is of something such as feelings or behavior undisguised, blatant.
Undisguised. So meaning
undisguised. That's naked.
That's naked.
Being
that's
vulnerable. Good. Undisguised. Because if you think about it, like what I was saying with my poem, it's called the warrior man, a man who wears his armor, the man who's guarded, the man who's protected, wears a mask. Undisguised. The mask.
The mask.
Woo! Undisguised. Wow! That was some good shit.
And I just wish that people would really look more into...
It's because they're wearing their masks, so why would they ever...
I know. It's just sad to me. It really is. Like,
it's
even with this podcast, like, I had today...
You're just airing everybody's shit out today.
I am because it's the insecurities. It's the insecurities for me.
And that's another thing with the Builder Man. Confidence.
Yes.
Godfidence. Because an insecure man is an ugly man.
It is. A weak man to me. I'm going to say it. Weak.
No, it is.
Caitlin she lives not with me, guys. But she was
lives
downstairs. So I sent her a picture of what the balloons behind us, right? Trying to set up our little stage, right? And I was like, what do you think? And so what I did was I took a picture of myself behind it. And I sent a friend of mine the picture, right? And we're talking
shit out.
I am, because it's ridiculous to me. And, it really is. And, the whole thing was Valentine's. We got beautiful
Yeah.
red.
So you're just sending him like, oh, what do you think?
What do you think, right? So I sent him a picture of myself, and I got a red robe,
We love a rose.
right? And so I send it to him, and I'm like, you know, hey, happy Valentine's Day, right?
Yeah.
Early. He sends back and says he doesn't want anything to do with me if I am posing and taking pictures.
Yeah, he said,
like
how
that.
many men did you
How many
send
men
this
did you
to?
send it to? Yeah. I'm not stupid. I know it ain't just for me. I would like it to be just for me. But to me,
That's corny. That's insecure.
it's insecurity.
I'm sorry to cut you off.
Mhm.
If you're not my man, who gives a fuck if I sent it to somebody else? Who cares?
That part.
Because I sent it to you. Care about who I sent
Send
it
it
to.
to.
You.
Absolutely.
Don't care about whoever I sent it else
Because
to.
you're not my man.
Yeah, you're not my man, and it doesn't matter. Focus on what we have right now in this moment, me and you.
Yep.
If you're sending me a photo, I'm not thinking about
Nobody
who else
else
did he send
send
it
it
to.
to.
I'm thinking about
You're taking away from the moment.
Yeah.
Taking away from the moment.
Like, who fucking gives a fuck? Who cares?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
And that was just, that's not sexy. That's not
it's
cute.
not.
My first ever, like, real boo thing, I was, like, 19 years old. The one that threw the fireworks. I spoke about that in, like, the first or second podcast. He was not ideally sexy. He's like 5'7". He's like 5'7", no beard, such a baby face. He's so pale white. He's so pale white, so cute. You can see his veins. And like, but he's cute because he had that confidence. But he was very pasty. He was very pasty. But he had confidence through the roof. And you know what? Confidence, but also arrogance. But that arrogance was still sexy. Mm-hmm. It was just like, I don't give a fuck who tells me no. When I say yes, shit happens. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, who the fuck? Mm-hmm. Okay.
Because it overshadows everything. Yeah,
everything.
It really does. It really does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but
and to me, that was sexy.
It is sexy.
You turn from like, to who is that?
Ooh. Yeah, it is sexy. Very sexy. I can go on and on about what type of man that I want. Mm-hmm. Because it's been those experiences of I had this, wish he was that. I had that, wish he was this. And had so-and-so.
When do you become satisfied?
He had said to me, he calls me Jack. He was like, Jack, you're not going to find a perfect person. There's no way perfect, right?
There's not. Perfect for you, but not perfect.
But not perfect. So over the years, he has, you've stayed in the back of my head by saying, no one's perfect, Jackie. No one's perfect. No one's perfect. But I still seek perfection from me.
From you.
For me.
Oh, for you.
For me. No, for me.
So, my therapist had told me something one time, right? Mm-hmm. So this was during the time where I'm learning how to manifest. Mm-hmm. And basically just pray things, manifest things to my existence and bring what I want to me, right? Mm-hmm. So he's like, yeah, Caitlin, write things down. You're doing so good. I really started manifesting things and things will come to me. And I'm like, whoa. Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. So I wrote a cute little, in my journal, I wrote a list. 92 things of what I want from a man.
92 things?
Yes, 92 things of what I want my future partner to be. Wow. 92 things. Because when you get there and you start writing, it's like, you keep going, right?
Yeah.
So okay. I told him, I said, hey, David, I just want to let you know I wrote 92 things of all the things that right? And he goes, wow, Caitlin, I'm so proud of you. You're going to get all those 92 things. Now, let me ask you this. What 92 things do you need to be to achieve that man? Write down 92 things that you need to be to have that man.
Because expecting 92 things. Yes.
Yep. Because if you're going to, you want this man to obtain all of these things, what do you bring? What do you have to obtain to him? Like, what do you have to bring to him?
Did you have 92 things?
No, I didn't have 92 things.
But now you do.
But when I look back at that list, I go check, from me. Mm-hmm. And I'm like, wow, I really do have the things, because that was last year. Okay. So I was like, wow, I really do have, and there's so much more that I want for myself, but it's like, I really do have those things, like confidence through the fucking roof. Can't tell me nothing about myself. I'm fucking confident. Mm-hmm. So it's like, now I know all my fucking dark. I know all my demons. I know all my insecurities. So whatever you tell me, I already know.
So let me ask you this then. if you already know your insecurities, your darkest whatever.
Yeah, because I'm with myself 24/7.
Well, no, I know. Are you willing to share?
Yes.
Okay, that's growth. That's what I'm talking about. If you're willing to share your darkest, your most intimate with that person that you're interested in or whatever the case may be, if you're willing to show that and display your darkest,
100%.
then girl, yes, that shows so much growth right there.
And I'm not going to just share it, one, with just anybody, and two, I'm not going to just share it right away.
Okay.
Because for one, I will say, like, you don't know everybody's motives, right?
No, you don't.
And I've been in a relationship where I'm like, oh my God, he's the most perfect, most amazing man, and hurt me, right? So I'm not saying, I'm not afraid to be hurt. That's the whole point. You don't survive love, right? Like, love is not meant to be survived. Like, it's okay to be hurt.
Right.
But I'm not going to allow you to, I don't want to give you antidote of me opening up, right? And you using when I'm opening to hurt me. However, if it does happen, it does happen. I'm going to allow myself to open up. But I just want to be cautious with who I'm literally giving myself to and sharing myself to.
Absolutely. When you're able to just speak your truth, it's such a, oh my gosh.
I'll speak my truth to anybody.
It is such a relieving freedom.
And for them to accept you all in your truth, all in your dark, in your light, in all your shit.
But not only, I mean, that would be great, right? But I don't even care if you don't accept me in that. But I feel so good with being able to share my truth, right?
But
no, I get what you're saying.
When a man looks at you, let's say you sit there and you're crying and you're sharing all the dark, and he's like, I love you. That was beautiful.
Keep going.
You are sexy.
Cry. Do what you need to do. Show me.
Melting.
Yes.
Melting.
Yes.
Because you already feel, especially in the society that we live in, you already feel like you have to be guarded.
You got to be guarded. You can't cry. You can't do this.
It's not sexy. It's not this. It's not that.
You're weak. You're this. You're that.
When a man just sits there and thinks you're more beautiful
because you're able to be vulnerable,
that's a grown ass sexy man.
Yep. Still Valentine. Happy Valentine.
Happy Valentine's Day.
Oh, what? I have one more thing. So, ladies, do what you need to do. If you're single and you don't have a Valentine.
Vibrator. Can we just say vibrator?
Can we just say, bring out your rose? I can't stand it right now.
No, that's not funny.
Can I just say?
I should have brought my rose up too. First off, this will bring you to euphoria. This will take you to places that drugs can't.
I feel like Vanna White right now on what's it
I don't know. Girl, the Netflix show? The movie?
No, it's a game show. Vanna White.
You spit out on your face.
This one here, it literally is like a volcano, and it sucks. So it sucks your clit a little bit, right? So it's like vibrating, sucking your clit, whatever. So ladies, if you don't have a Valentine's, it's okay.
Yeah, and men, get this for her. For real.
This is the perfect gift.
Don't think that vibrators are taking your women away. No, use them on her.
You know what that means? If it doesn't come on, it's been used too many times. It did come on though, but yeah.
And it has this setting where it's like stop.
Yeah, it's the best.
I'd be like, it's the best ever. Oh my God, can you wait? I don't want to touch it, but bring it to.
I clean. It's always clean.
Okay.
I clean it after every time I use it. Get a rose.
Get you a rose. We love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Yes. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and we will see you very soon.
Spoil your partner. Spoil them.
Spoil them.
Yes.
Love you guys.
Love you.